But guys, I am up here at the pond. That's right, the pond. I keep calling it a farm pond. We got to give it a name. It actually does have a name. We do have some peoples coming. I think they're coming to fish too. We thought we had the pond to ourselves, so let me get back with you. I want to cast out and wish us luck. I definitely will get back. The last time we was here, we had the dog come out of the woods and say howdy to us. Oh yeah, it was worth it. But this spot right up here is just unique to Angie and I. Oh my God. We haven't caught a lot out of here yet. It's our only third time fishing here, but we've been up here probably 40, 50 times hiking the trails. Guys, ain't gonna be no music in this. I'm still working on my guitar riffs and whatever it is. I'm still trying to put that together, and I was gonna do a time lapse, but there's no clouds. Yeah. All right, guys, I'll be back with you. I'm gonna do some fishing. Them clips that you just got done seeing was recorded 2 days ago. Yeah, this is 2 days later. Let me explain. Let's just say our little secret is out. That's right. There's that pond. That little secret is out. Guys, no sooner I got done recording the last clip, more people showed up to fish. Hikers showed up. Just your everyday people going back and looking showed up. And yeah, I was not able to pick up the camera without getting at least about 10 to 12 more people on there. And that's not including Angie and I. Okay, we're gonna stop for a little bit. I'm in some serious pain this morning walking. Holy, it's definitely the weather changing. Guys, I'm not complaining because this place is paradise. It's too nice to keep it a secret. And if I can actually, if somebody else can go there and get the same feeling I get when I go there, by all means. We knew there was 2 other guys coming up to go fish. And then after I did my last vlog entry, quite a few more came, and then we had some hikers come up and they talked to us. Everybody that came up had a conversation with us. It was beautiful, actually. I enjoy making new friends. Then we had this lady come up and she was telling us a little bit of a history about the place. Oh yeah, I probably put that in a video in the future. We learned a little bit more history about how it came to be. But if you all remember, back when I did the video of remembrance to my dog, and we was at the pond, and I found out they cut all the brushry and shrubbery down around it, I said then, that means people are gonna be fishing there. Is that beeping getting on your nerves? Cut it as mine. Stop for a little bit here. There is a smell in the air down here this morning. It's been here before many different times. It's either somebody's burning garbage or wet wood, and it stinks. It's so thick, and you can kind of see it. Let me move my glasses. Yeah, you can kind of see it wavering, the smoke a little bit in some spots. It stinks so bad. It is so strong in some of the areas I have to go through. It almost takes your breath away. Yeah. That aggravates me. I'll be honest, that does aggravate me. I mean, grant you, let's say it's a really cold day and somebody's using their wood burner stove. Well, it doesn't matter if it's a cold day or not. If they're using wood burner stove and to heat their house, hey, I can handle the smoke. That's for a reason. But if they're out there just burning freaking garbage, no. It literally takes my breath away on the other side. It is thick. All right, that's enough complaining from me. Gotta complain every now and then, don't I? The name of this little honey hole that we fish at, stop a minute so I can swing back and forth, is Roman's Wildlife Refuge. Okay, if you guys are familiar with my area, it's pretty close to Manchester, Indiana. Okay, it's not too far from where I live now. So Angie and I found this place back in 2021 of December. We was looking up some wildlife refuge so we could do some hiking, and this one was kind of brand new. And they ain't done nothing. They just just got the property. So we hiked on back there, Angie and I and Stormy, and that's when we seen the pond. I got this on video, y'all, the first time I seen that pond. I was like in heaven. So what we would do is, pretty much every week, we will go there and I will hike back to the pond. I got to learn all about the pond. I walked all around the pond. Now back then they still had the shrubbery and the trees around the pond, but there was a couple spots you could fish from. Not only I learned all about the pond by walking around it multiple times, we also did all the trails. We learned that place real well because we went back there. I say all in all, I've been to this place probably about 60 times. Yeah. And of course, not all of them's on video. But I just go back there and hike and go look at the pond because looking at the pond cleansed my soul. It did. So we fished it that spring for the first time. We caught some bluegill. Then we fished it a couple more times throughout last summer. Then around fall time, we started noticing they had paint marks on the ground, and you know, they was doing things in the trail area, and we're like, okay, they're getting ready to have more trails. We wasn't sure what the paint around the pond was at the time, but we thought they may be making a trail around that. So we kept hiking, and then we lost Stormy, and we went back for the remembrance video. And that's when we noticed they had cut all the brushwood down around the pond. And I knew then my little secret is going to be out. I knew then my little secret was out, y'all. I just knew it. And I made a video of all the places I fish. Back a couple weeks ago, my buddy, the Vlogging Life, which his name's Adam, he had mentioned to me, on Facebook that is, because I put my videos there. He says, Mike, why are you giving out all your fishing places? Why are you telling all the people out here where you go fish? Why are you giving out these secrets? To be 100% honest with you, and for God's sakes, I hope they ain't messing up my video in here. I think it's a chainsaw. But to be 100% honest with you, I like to share the places I go fishing. But as far as the little pond, I would share it, and I have shared it. I have told quite a few people about it. But I was kind of hoping whenever Angie and I go there, we'll kind of be by ourselves, if you know what I mean. Can't tell if that's a mini bike he's starting up. Looks like a mini, wait a minute. No, yeah, it's a little mini bike somebody's starting up. It wasn't a chainsaw, it was a mini bike. Did you guys hear that? Okay. I am deaf in my one ear, okay? But I think I just heard a loud voice. On playback, when I edit this, then I will see if that's what I heard. Sometimes being deaf in one ear, you hear things that ain't really there, too. Could it be the mailman? Because he's over yonder there. All right, guys, I'm getting off the subject. Let's get back to the pond. See, once you put a couple miles in, you loosen up your limbs. And I don't know if it's my bed doing it to me or sleeping in the basement that's cold and damp or the weather changing, but hell, this morning I felt like poo. My body ached, but I feel much better now. All right, let's get back to the pond. We found the place, we hiked the place, we fished the place last summer. And then they cut down all the shrubbery, and I knew then. Now, we did go back there and fish a couple more times. Well, that's not true. One other time with Elizabeth, and that's when the dog came up to us. But this past time, secret's out, y'all. Okay, stop for a second. All the people who showed up, we talked to them. And it was these two other guys left roughly around the same time we did. So we're back where we had the cars parked, and I was telling them about the grass carp in there. And the one guy was telling me that he caught one of them grass carp. And he says it fought him tooth and nail. And then when he got the grass carp out, he was having trouble getting the hook out of its mouth. He says he don't know what happened, but the grass carp wasn't looking too well, and it died. Guys, that about brought me to tears. Nothing he did wrong, I'm sure of it, y'all. He probably did everything he could possibly do to keep this grass carp alive. And he was gonna release it, but to know that one of the carp died, it seriously brought a tear to my eye. Now, I do have a question. This question should be asked to Sam or Missy. They would know the answer. And if I remember, by the way, Sam, you watch this video, answer my question. I catch lots of carp. You catch lots of carp. Are the grass carp more, how can I put this? I catch lots of carp, release them, they're perfectly fine. Is it different with the grass carp? Can the grass carp be, I don't know, maybe a weaker type of carp? If you know what I mean. We're gonna do 2 more laps. We're gonna go a little bit more further. I got a little time. Actually, I don't today, but we're gonna do it anyway. Now, I don't know if I ever told you guys this. I learned this last year. Yes, just last year. Every big fish I catch, before I touch that fish, I wet my hands down, put water in my hands. Okay? That's to keep its the slickiness, I don't know, there's a name for it, to protect the fish from me. And I do wet my hands down. I actually wet my arms down too, but some of these big fish are flopping all over my hands and my arms and my shirt. So I wet myself down before I even do it. And while I'm trying to get the hook out and everything, when the picture's taken, it's real quick. We hold the picture of the fish up, snap, and then we release it. That's the way Sam and Missy does it too. Real quick, get the picture. The fish is not even out of the water no more than probably 30 seconds, if that. So the guy told me the fish did not make it. I know he says it was large too, but it made me sad. But guys, my little secret is out. My little honey hole. And I wasn't really keeping it a secret, but kinda. I was hoping it wouldn't catch on. But that's okay, y'all. If others can get out of that pond, in that area, what I get out of, more power to them. It would be a blessing in their life if they did. When the weather starts changing and it's warm all throughout the day, well, actually, we could probably get away with it now. On the weekends, that's when I have time to do any adventures. I will fish mornings, then take a couple hours off, go have some suppers or whatever, and go back and fish at the evening times. That's how I usually do it on the weekends in summertime. And yes, I'm going to go back to this place multiple times. Multiple times. And even if there's others there, it's okay, because since they cut all the shrubbery down, it opens up the whole pond to fishing. Every single bit of it. And if the people, let's say there's others fishermen and women coming, if they're like the people we just met this past Sunday, yeah, this was Sunday, then more power to it. They were nice. We made a bunch of new friends that day. It did aggravate me a little bit that I wasn't able to get much videoing done, but guys, with the people coming up wanting to talk to us, yeah, I couldn't have broke out the camera. But that's okay, because I got huge plans for that in the making. As of we speak right now, I am working on something that's going to be happening very soon. We'll get into that on another day. But yeah, my little secret's out. That's okay. That's fine. Maybe I'll make some new friends down there. You know, every place you go and fish, there's different types of people. And I fish at a lot of places, and I talk to everybody. I do. And to me, that's a blessing in a way. So I get to meet lots and lots of people. And everybody I meet fishing are really cool people, man. It's kind of funny when you pass somebody. Let's say when I'm walking down here, and I pass somebody, I say good morning or good afternoon. They say it back. That's pretty much it. That's all the conversation we would have. But if people fishing and you're out there doing a fishing thing, hey, howdy, doing any good? You will literally have conversation. You would. And that's one of the thrills about fishing that I love. And yes, they are sometimes Angie and I just want to be all by ourselves. Actually, there's a lot of times, and there's places we know we can go where we will be all by ourselves. Yes, sometimes we crave that because we want to have our time. All right, guys, my secret's out to the pond. That's okay, though. That's okay. We'll see how many people are there next time we go and fish it. Don't know when the next fishing trip will be. It's all up to Mother Nature. If it rains or not, snows, hail, sleets, tornadoes. I mean, we are in the beginning of the spring, and where I live in the Midwest, it's tornado season. So we'll figure it out. Till next time, guys, come on. Let's get out of here. It's time for my slow down. I'm done walking for today. We'll see you in a couple days, if not sooner.